Hello and welcome back to the YouTube channel. MFJJ here with PodiumArcher.com doing our 2022 Bowtech SR350 review. New model from Bowtech, and at first glances and first looks, this basically looks like an SR6 with the drive system in it instead of a split yoke. I think it's made off of the same forging, and I think it's really similar specs. I do love this cam system for tunability. It's going to be impossible to beat. They are the easiest system to work on. So if you want a fast bow with a 6-inch brace height, this one might just be for you. It's basically designed in the same manner. They recessed the harmonic dampeners, or whatever they're calling these, orbital dampeners, excuse me, to where they're not sticking out so you can't snag them on stuff and pull them off like Forrest mentioned. He lost both of his last year when he was in the woods. That's a nice little plus. And it is a slightly different shaped cam system than the original SR6, but I'm sure it's mostly designed off of it. Specs are, this doesn't accept the new integrate, just so you know. Only the CP28 has that. This still takes traditional arrow rests, so don't get confused when you're picking out your stuff if you haven't looked at it yet. Axle to axles on this bow is 33 axle to axle. Brace height is 6-inch brace. IBO speed's 350, goes from 25 to 30 inches in draw length options. 50, 60, 70 pound peak options, and 4.4 pounds. So let's check that. Axle to axle 33. Yeah, a little long, close. Brace height of 6. It's 6 1/8, so it's a little long. That's nice. Physical weight says 4.4. So we're going to call it 4.5 to 4.6 for that arrow rest. And that's 5.1, 5.0. So we're about just under a half a pound, which once again, I'm willing to bet, just like the other bow that was about a half pound off, that dampener, and that rubber piece were probably removed when they weighed it. But everybody's going to leave those on. So this is really more like a 5-pound bow, just being fair. Overall looks, it's actually a really good looking bow, but it does like massively mimic an SR6. So it looks just like a slightly updated SR6. But let's see how the draw feels and how it fires. And where did my arrows go? There. Now, we did another little video that may or may not have been up at the time that you view this video. It probably should be, talking about how much foot per second there is on a whisker biscuit. It's 1.5 feet. Tested it a bunch, tried it a lot, 1.5. So feel free to add 1.5 feet per second to these speeds when we get to that point. This is on comfort, 70 pounds, 30 inches. That draw is really, really easy. It draws a lot easier than the SR6 did. That actually has less vibration than the CP28 did, which is kind of surprising for a fast bow to have that much less vibration. Yeah, draw cycle's really easy. Like, they're not a hump at all. Felt vibrations, almost none. Goes away really fast, but there is a tiny bit. So definitely the best feeling one of theirs we've shot so far. We have 2 others to go through, but definitely feels the best so far. Yeah, it's got a thud to it, but it's minimal. There's no flex in the riser at all. The riser's really rigid, and it just goes, it's gone really quick. So the felt vibration in the hand is next to nothing. Really good job on that, but let's see how fast this thing is. It draws way too easy, honestly, to hit that 350 mark. If this goes more than 330, I'll be surprised. 350 feet a second published speed, 350 grain arrow, 30 inches, 70 pounds. Comfort setting. Let's see what we get. .323. .321. Well, all I can say at this point is if this thing doesn't jump like 15 feet at least in performance, oh, it's going to be real concerning. But like I said, this thing does pull like butter, so it shouldn't be nearly fast as they say it is. 318. So we're going to have to call that 321 for a 350 foot a second bow. That's pretty bad. Let's see what it does in performance though. Hopefully it jumps a bunch so we can at least say it's close to what they were saying. All right, we have now switched this bow into the performance setting. I cycled it once just to feel it, and it definitely feels harder than it did. There's a bit of a hump in it that wasn't there before. So it'll probably jump the speed up a pretty good amount because there's no magical button for gaining that feel or losing that feel and gaining that velocity or vice versa. So, but here we go. Like I said, it was super easy to pull before, so that speed is a reflection of that. There's not a magical answer outside of that. You pull a bow back, it feels hard, it's probably fast. It feels easy, it's probably slow. It's just reality. But here we go. 70 pounds, 30 inches, 350 grain arrow, SR350 in performance. Yeah, there's a hump right there, and it's not hard. I'm just being gradual into it to feel it. That definitely was not there prior, like at all. 330. So 12-foot jump, and that hump like didn't exist at all. It wasn't like it was there a little bit, like it wasn't there at all, and now it's very noticeable, which is a reflection of your velocity change. 334. .332. So we're going to give you an average of 332 on that, which will make this 18 feet slow, which it's still kind of early today, so my memory is not 100%, but I want to say that's the biggest fudge this year so far. This bow is 332 feet a second, not 350 feet a second. That being said, for a 6-inch brace height bow with a 33 axle to axle, it actually feels pretty darn good, considering it's very dead. It's very non-vibration. I mean, there's a little, but just about every bow has a little. It's not all gone. But speed-wise, you're going to get a pretty aggressive hump in the back end, which most people don't like the feel of, to get to that 332 feet a second. And if you want to get rid of it, it feels great, but it's only like 320 or 322. That's pretty slow for a 6-inch brace height bow. So, which, it's not to say I think 320 feet a second is slow. We're comparing apples to apples in 2022. This is not as fast as it should be in that feel, in my opinion. So, but hey, just my opinion. Let me know what your opinion is. Give me some feedback. Tell me I'm a moron. I'm good with that. I'm pretty strong in here. I think I can handle it. Head on over to podiumarcher.com for all your archery needs. $99 and up is free shipping. Let me know if there's stuff that's not on there that you want to buy through there, and if it's possible for me to do it, I will do it. And if it's something I don't carry and enough of you ask for it, I'll start carrying it. It doesn't matter to me what I'm selling as long as I'm providing you with what you're looking for. Hit like, hit subscribe, keep coming back. Put stuff in the comments. Love to have as much communication back and forth as possible. Like me, hate me, love me, whatever, don't matter. Just like to hear it, like to see it. If there's other things you want me to test, I'm happy to try to get out there and test them. If there's a bow that you want to review on, current, please, not like a bow from 2018 or something like that. It needs to be a 2022 bow. And there's a lot of interest in it, and I'm not stocking it or carrying it. I may just seek it out, stock, carry it, and test it for you so you can see it. You know, I'm trying to provide you guys with as much input as I can give you and as many different options as I can give you to help make you more informed before you make purchases, and in the long run make you a better archer, because that's my goal. That's why I'm here, and that was my life goal when I was 18 years old going forward, and I don't intend to change that ever. So appreciate you guys coming back and checking us out. We'll get more stuff out to you as quick as we can. Thanks a lot.